Hello, babies.
Oh, babies.
What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole. This is Dude That's Fucked Up.
A podcast.
A podcast. Episode 199.
Jesus Christ.
What? What? Awooga. Eyes go what?
Excuse me? Baking powder?
Oh my goodness. I can't believe we've done it this many times.
Can you believe? I can't. 199 episodes. Wow. And what are we going to do next? You'll never guess. Her secret. Jesus. We have a great show for you tonight. Everybody, come on. Let's go.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about some silly stuff, but before we do we have any business?
No, I don't think so. Oh, I mean, we could say we got a very funny email.
Oh my God. Just the best.
Yeah.
This man who's a flat earther, like for real, reached out, who has a podcast.
Someone on his behalf, or do you think it was him?
I think it was
to
him.
Be someone on his behalf.
He doesn't have a team.
No. No, it's like definitely him pretending to be his assistant.
Absolutely. So yeah, this man has a podcast about a flat Earth conspiracy.
Yep.
And just thought it was a good idea to reach out to us, and that was very funny to us. Really tickled our funny bones.
It was like, I do need a guest. He's been on the Hannity show. Or what? No, he hasn't been on Hannity. He's been on Alex Jones InfoWars.
Yeah.
He's been on Flat Earth Society, whatever, all this stuff. And we were like, what?
Like listing all his bona fides, and we're just like, no, thank you, sir. These are terrible representations of everything in human existence. We don't want to, but also we did think about it for a moment.
I would, but like he wouldn't like it.
No, it would be a humiliating experience for this 40-something-year-old man is what I'm assuming.
Oh my God.
Anyway, that was fun. But if you want to send us an email that's like real and legit, and you've done, your due diligence and know what our podcast is about, then sure, send us an email. But like,
we've never had guests on. I wonder if it would be interesting.
The closest we've gotten is having like DJ.
Oh, right.
And Pete on. Well,
that was a bonus episode, right?
I can't remember.
I think that was a Patreon.
But
we played the game.
DJ took your place for an episode.
But that was like a stand-in, not a guest.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
We've never had a guest. I think it would just change the dynamic too much. It could be fun. It could also not be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. We're still open to it. We're also we're open to everything. Just maybe not having any kind of unintentional promotion of a flat Earth conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. No,
we
don't
want that. No,
I don't want that.
No. So that was fun. But otherwise, shoot us a note if you are so inclined. Our email is dtfupodcast@gmail.com. You can hit us up on our website, dtfupodcast.com.
All right.
Check it out. Let's see. Anything else?
No.
All right. Anything fucked up for you this week?
Okay, yeah. I have like so many things.
I love it.
Well, I'm going to send you the video of this, and I'm going to premiere it tomorrow on the talk show I host on my Twitch on Fridays.
Oh, my gosh.
But I was making pita Marco Polo today, and I accidentally dropped
Marco Polo's still around?
I guess. I don't know why. He like accidentally signed into it, and it alerted me. It's like, come say hello to Peter Buse or whatever. And I was like, what? we used it a lot at the beginning of quarantine with like my sister-in-laws, like all through Pete's side of the family, like all my sisters. And so we were using that a lot, and it was fun. And but then we just stopped. So Pete like signed on, and so I'm like, I'll send him a Marco Polo. So I was just in the living room, and he was in here at his desk, and I was like, this is what I'm eating for lunch. And I like showed him my bowl of chili, and then I went to pull my phone back up and somehow dropped it into my chili and never stopped recording. So then I like took it to the sink. It's a whole adventure.
Oh my God.
But I caught it on camera.
Is it like, does it live other places than Marco Polo, or
I downloaded it. I'm premiering it on my talk show tomorrow on my Twitch channel.
I see.
And then I'm probably gonna post it to Instagram, but I'll send it to you. It's just a video. I downloaded.
Oh my god,
it's so funny. It's so funny.
Oh my god. But nothing like a chili
chili
splat.
phone. Yeah. And there was like sour cream like in the hole, like really. I think I got it out, but yeah, I like washed off. But that's not even my fucked up thing. I wanted to talk about, okay, Pete got this video game. Have you heard of it? It's called Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know what's fucked up about it?
I do. I've read some things where you are not allowed to be like anything but like binary, like male or female in it. Like you can't do any kind of like different hairstyle that's not, you know what I mean? Like it's like people are like up in arms about that. I've read that, but otherwise I don't really know anything else.
Great. Well, this is wild. So yeah, along those lines, you can fully design your avatar like down to its genitals.
Except for you can't like make
Swap.
it have it. You can't have like a female hairstyle.
Right.
You can't make an androgynous looking person in it.
Right. But
you can make
have
its dick.
genitals. You pick its dick size.
No.
Yeah. And it's so Pete yesterday was like, I gave mine an average, like a medium sized one. I thought that was appropriate.
Wait, what can you do? Like a vagina lip? Like,
no, you can pick your titty size though.
Oh, and titties.
So what's happening? So
can you pick your flap size?
Or your flap design? Like, can you pick your flap outline? Your flap print?
Your flap print.
Like what it would look like if you sat down naked?
Your flap span.
Your flap span.
You know, like your wingspan.
I know.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's why it's funny.
Oh god, I hate it.
Oh my god, I love it.
Like a stingray.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Or more. Yeah. Do you want to go like unshelled clam, or do you want to go stingray? How where somewhere in between?
Shucked oyster.
Like a large East Coast oyster.
I've had Japanese oysters before, and they are massive. Like,
oh my god.
That's like after birth. That's like what my my flaps were just.
Flapping. Oh They had a large wingspan, like Andre the Giant's wingspan.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
No, but so I guess the problem that they're having, well, first of all, I walked into the living room earlier and Pete's playing this game where he had to resuscitate what I think was like a robot woman, and she's fully naked and it's showing her titties and stuff, and then he had to like carry her out, and it's just, you could just see one big titty like in the perspective of the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're in first person.
Yeah, and it's so just like the areola is like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, it was just like a big old titty. And then I was like, how many people are fucking jerking off to this? But a robot
titty doesn't need, like people have to pause the game constantly to like jerk it.
Not even kids, like adult grown men are probably jerking off so hard to this. And then, so then there was that. And then.
But like why, like I want to know more about the dick part.
Yo, that's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. So you could pick small, which is like no one wants to pick a small, I don't think. And then it's like, or medium or large. And so a lot of people are picking the large dick. Same with if they're playing as a female character, they're picking a huge boobies. And what's happening is that in the game, there's been a glitch where the dong will just come out of the pants because it's too big. And then the character or the boobs will come out. So it's like, it looks like they're wearing.
That's not a glitch. That's a feature. That's a feature.
What I said that is intentional. It's just the genitals. Pete said, no, this game is glitchy as fuck. But the fact that like the big old titties and the
you
big
have
dick
to write that into the code where it's like, you know, the clothes
100%.
shift or whatever. Like,
100%. I'm like, they're not writing the code of this where there's actually a dick underneath the shirt and pants.
Yeah.
Like, they're just. No, that's not real. Someone did this on purpose, and it is a delight, and it's getting them so much press, and it's very funny because it's just like you'll just.
Can
like,
you
see
fuck
a
in this game?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, what's the point of it? You're just like shooting people
With a
like,
big dick, yeah.
with a big dick. Like,
You're just
why have
walking
it?
around with a big dick.
Why have a dick if you're not fucking, or boobies if you're not slapping faces with them? You know, I don't know. Like,
yeah,
something's happening.
I know. I don't
it's
know.
Like there's gonna be some like back room fucking thing happening with, I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know
like,
what video games do. I don't play them.
Maybe that's like the secret level, or like, you know, you learn like up, down, left, right, or whatever. It's like maybe there's some secret thing where like then your characters can fuck, like that people just haven't discovered yet because it just came out. Anyway, it's wild, and I can't believe Pete's playing it. It's so weird.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I want to watch like videos of this shit and see the dick flops.
It's all on Twitter. People are posting all their glitches. It's like a lady, like if you're the lady character or whatever, it's like you're fully clothed, except there's two just like boobies on top of your shirt. Same with the dick. It's like the pants just look normal, but then in the middle there's a dick of the pants. Like just in the middle of the pants. It looks like it's just stuck right on.
Like a strap-on dick, just like on the outside of their clothes.
Yeah. It's wild.
I love it. Wow.
Anyway.
Everybody's so fucking horny. It's just too much.
I know. Well,
crazy.
What's your fucked up this week?
So I guess somebody was feeling very festive and left us a present in our alleyway. Like this past week. Except it wasn't really a present, and it wasn't out of the kindness in somebody's heart. It was the diarrhea in their butt. I walked out of our garage the other day, and we have it open. We're like playing darts in the garage, and I like look at I went to throw something in the trash can or something in the alleyway, and I look at the wall next to the garage, and there's just a huge shit stain like trailing down the wall, like liquid shit.
Oh my God.
With a huge pile of diarrhea like on the fucking ground. So somebody just like leaned their butthole up against our house. Their butthole touched our house.
Maybe.
Or they just jet propelled diarrhea out of their butt.
I was going to say, maybe they bent over and then like shot it backwards, but
yeah.
My God.
So there's like a huge thing of diarrhea all over our house.
Oh, no, it's gone now.
It's gone now, but I was just like, what do you do when you see a diarrhea on your house? Like, doesn't happen too often. So I was just like standing there with my mouth agape, like, oh man, # alley life. But we got it off. We got the shit off. So somebody really had to go, and that's what happened. So
it happens.
It happens. You gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not like mad about it.
No,
it's not. Like in the grand scheme of things, it's not. I'm not like happy it happened, but it just happens. So
yeah, it just happens.
I hope whoever did it is okay.
Feeling better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm glad our house was there for them to have something to lean on.
They could, have a little privacy kind of off the main road in the alley. Oh man, there's shit everywhere.
There is shit everywhere, and just. I guess in the spirit of that, like that's a PSA. Do not shit on people's houses. It's not cool. It provides a little bit of entertainment. But don't do that.
Yeah.
And speaking of PSAs, that's what we're talking about today. PSAs. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
And this was also inspired by our friend Dan, who was telling me about a PSA that I'll talk about later on in the show.
Yes.
But, we just want to, just talk about, how crazy some of these PSAs out in the world are. Like, from the past to the present, we've seen it all. And we all know and love the cheesy public service announcements from the 80s and 90s. Like, the ones that were, say no to drugs and not talking to strangers or taking candy from strangers, whatever. We all know those ones, and they were all like really cheesy. And there's like also some ones that like are pretty iconic that have stuck in our brains because we all kind of collectively remember certain ones because they were so intense or they're weird or funny.
Or clever.
Or clever, yeah, like actually good. Yeah. And so they were like subsequently made fun of in pop culture for years and years and years. So they just like kind of build on themselves. The one for me that immediately comes to mind in terms of like iconic PSAs that have been around in our lifetimes is the one that comes to my mind immediately is the egg in the frying pan. This is your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
Like any questions? That one?
Yeah. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Brain on drugs.
Yeah, and it's just like a fried egg because your brain gets fried.
Yeah.
Get it? So clever.
So good.
It made me, I had to like go back and look that one up because I got it confused with the one that was done, I think a couple years later after that, which was just basically Rachel Leigh Cook, aka the girl from She's All That.
Yes.
With like also a frying pan in a kitchen. And she's like, this is your brain on heroin. And she's going fucking bananas in this kitchen, smashing things with a frying pan. It's very dramatic.
Yeah.
And I remember that one too. So I think that was like the sister one. And it just like, it made me remember that. So, wow. There's so many.
There's so many PSAs, like whether it's, and they span all different types of public service announcements, like whether it's, drugs or alcohol or, domestic violence or how to cross a street properly.
Yeah. Forest fires, like workplace safety. Yeah.
Or just like, eat healthy. There's so many. And they've been around for a long time. So I just really want to talk quickly about, or maybe not that quickly, who knows, about the history of the public service announcement.
Ew.
So in our country, the idea of a public service announcement is a philanthropic use of airtime on television. I mean, this is like across the board in every country. It's a philanthropic use of airtime on television or radio to serve a greater good. And this, like, the formal practice of making PSAs started in the United States back in the 1940s. And this is like very interesting to me. This is something I didn't realize. But when we were in the middle of World War II, we were like needing to collectively come together, get shit together. And that's when this whole like kind of newly formed war advertising council came together to make these public service announcements. Just setting aside commercial time on the radio or on television to like get people on the same page about what needed to happen for the wartime effort. And this was adopted from the UK where PSAs had been around for a long time, which, just like normal PSAs, which featured, film reels about public safety tips, like I said, like how to cross a road or, driving a car at a normal speed.
Not texting and driving now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so PSAs at the time, and still to this day, rely on truncated, really catchy messages. Like the classic original, really not original, but like one of the classic PSAs is loose lips sink ships.
Oh.
Like talking too much and too freely can cause, information to get out, and that could cause a ship to be, attacked and
Oh
sank.
My goodness.
That's where that comes from.
Oh my God, that's wild.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So very interesting stuff. And so PSAs were used to get ideas out there and do it quickly with a limited amount of time and a limited amount of information, but like make it catchy, make it fun. Basically a meme.
Yeah.
It's
wild too, because all the airtime for PSAs is donated. I've worked on like just working on a lot of distilled spirits accounts in my advertising career. We always had to do something every year for like anti over drinking.
Right.
And so like drink responsibly ads. And so we always had to reach out to every single like publisher we worked with and ask them to donate us. Like, how much can you donate to us for this year? Yeah. And then we'd get like 1 million impressions or whatever. And yeah, it's wild. It's all donated. Yeah.
Well, and that all comes from this, actually. So after the Allied victory in World War II, the War Advertising Council became the Ad Council, which we all know today.
Oh, okay.
Like the Ad Council is what makes PSAs in this country. And the scope of their mission changed from the war effort to more day-to-day stuff and safety and regular daily life stuff.
Yeah.
Like how to open a jar of mayonnaise safely.
How to brine a batch of pickles.
Yeah. How to not get electrocuted when you're curling your hair. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like shit. Like seriously.
I was gonna say how to make sure your husband doesn't see you without makeup.
Dude, I saw a fucking, maybe it was a PSA. I don't know what it was. It was like the most fucked up thing though. It was like 2 women getting undressed in their bedrooms.
That was on TikTok. Did you see that? I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it was
my God.
Like rude as fuck. It was like, this is how to get undressed in the bedroom. And it was like a woman taking off her dress and like her slip was underneath and like she's like peeling off her stockings very daintily. And then it cuts to another woman who it's like very like obviously like fat shamey
100%.
and like she's like sloppy and falling all over and like, if they could have inserted a fart, they would have, kind of thing.
Yeah, she was like oh, she was like trying to get out of her corset and shit and all like,
her girdle, yeah.
And she was just like, oh God. And yeah, they were trying to make her seem old and matronly and unattractive and also like being like, she's gross.
Yeah.
Like it was flat out super rude, but
yeah, it was like this transatlantic like accented narrator like talking about how awful she was and then like now look at this lady here who is doing everything right in the bedroom. She's so dainty and lovely, look at her feet as she peels off her stockings. It's like the fuck, it's so weird.
It's so cringy.
But that's like kind of what it was. And then so that was like what it morphed into. Very interesting to me. I did not know that. And then eventually the ad campaign started working with the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, and they had to kind of get on board with like a lot of the mandates that the FCC was issuing. So they also they were trying to balance special interests with objective information. So just like normal safety tips, but also like, for example, the FCC had this fairness doctrine that went into effect in, I think, the 40s or 50s, where they had to, like you're saying with alcohol, like you have to run ads for, responsible drinking. This is another example is with the tobacco companies. They kind of took aim at the tobacco advertising at the time in the, 50s and 60s, where they would air PSAs about the dangers of smoking, which would air for every 3 cigarette ads, which were prolific at the time.
Wow.
And when they started doing that, the number of smokers in the United States actually declined before the FCC even banned the ads for cigarettes in the early 70s. So
that's wild.
Yeah. So they're very effective. PSAs are very effective.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, it depends on the PSA, but they can be.
This is immediately making me think of the one where the lady smokes the cigarette through her.
Oh,
that was that was the one of our childhood. I feel like where it's scared straight. And that's what all these are too. So many of them. Some are funny and cute.
Yeah.
But the ones with the serious subject matter, I feel like it is someone. What was that movie where fuck. With Toni Collette, it was like a really big Hereditary. It's like the person who directed Hereditary is making PSAs for you to not smoke. It's like, how awful can we make this look and feel realistic?
Yeah, Ari, I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Oh, who directed it? Yeah, I have no idea.
No, seriously, like this is the fear-based PSAs are effective for a lot of people, but then there's like, you know, the feel-good ones that are also effective. But
yeah,
let's just say the fear-based ones really are the ones that stick in your brain.
Dude.
Yeah, so that was how that all started. And then by the 1980s, like PSAs had kind of like morphed into this thing where major networks like ABC, NBC, and CBS kind of like narrowed the efforts of the PSAs to give them kind of a unique identity for each network.
Oh, okay.
So like ABC had Schoolhouse Rock. That was like designated for them. That was like what they developed for ABC. And that was like one of the most popular PSA like efforts of all time.
Yeah.
That was a whole ass show, basically.
It was a show. Yeah, I was going to say, like, honestly, that's so smart of them because they were able to sell ads in it.
Yeah. Dude, they like Schoolhouse Rock was, I still remember so much shit from Schoolhouse Rock, even though it like stopped in the 80s. They use catchy songs to talk about stuff like how a fucking bill is made and, you know, shit like that. Like things about government, science. Honestly, we need to bring fucking Schoolhouse Rock back. We need to bring it back because there's a lot of fucking dummies who need it, okay? Yeah. People who have no idea how government works. I don't know. There's just like, I want to see... Honestly, I really want to see some data of the correlation between Schoolhouse Rock going off the air and people getting dumber. Like, I need to see it.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it was, I think, while it was still on, I was too young to, like, understand a lot of it. Although I do remember, I'm just a bill, yeah, I'm only a bill. I loved it. I thought it was cute and fun, and I didn't fully understand it yet, but I could see how that would be helpful. It's also, like... You know, you could talk about stuff about, like, gender and stuff. Like, you could talk about how the world is shifting, but talk about it to kids so that they are, they understand from a young age, like, why you don't bully people and stuff. You know, that stuff's important. And I'm sure there is some level of that still now in children's programming. But I feel like in the 80s, it was very specifically carved out. Like Sesame Street does a good job of having those conversations, but I don't know. I feel like PSAs and School of Rock. I fucking love School of Rock. Great movie.
It's such a great movie.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I just love feel like they all Jack did Black, dude. Oh my God.
Did you see his Elf on a Shelf thing?
No.
Oh, you know how celebrities are doing that meme where it's like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. So he did Jack on a Jack, and it was like, you gotta watch it. He's like, coming at ya, or whatever his little thing is. Coming at ya. Oh, I don't know how he does it.
Oh my God. I love him so much.
I love him so much, and he's like, hiya, and then it like zooms in onto his shoulder, and it's Jack Nicholson from The Joker, and it's like the laugh, and then it zooms in on his shoulder, and it's another Jack, like Jack Skellington, and it just like keeps
going Jacks.
It's so fun, and I was like, first of all, he is amazing and jumped on this trend right at the right moment because now it's like probably over. Yeah, and he like put some effort and thought into making it a cool, fun thing, and I just love him so much.
Dude, he's the best.
He's the best.
Somebody on Twitter was like, Jack Black could do Guardians of the Galaxy, but Chris Pratt could never do The Holiday. Or, like, it was something like that. Yeah, it was like something funny like that. And it's just like, absolutely. Like,
oh my God. That makes me so excited to watch The Holiday too.
I'm going to fucking watch that shit. Yeah, it's so good.
Oh my God. I just watched The Family Stone this morning and it was.
Remember we went and saw it at the theaters together?
No, but that's so cute.
We did. We went to the Krikorian and saw it together.
Oh my God. We're so cute.
I know.
I definitely probably didn't cry then, but I definitely cried today.
Oh my God. I love that movie so much.
It's so good. Anyway, oh my God. I can't wait to watch The Holiday. Like, so hard.
So hard. Well, amazing Jack Black aside.
Yeah.
NBC also aired a like PSA kind of like campaign called One to Grow On, which is a series of cautionary messages about everything from chewing tobacco to finishing your homework. And that had Mr. T and Michael J. Fox, which is amazing.
Wow. Both very famous at the time.
Yeah.
For different reasons.
That was like 80s.
Yeah.
Like going into the 90s.
Yeah.
And then, so eventually NBC though developed the More You Know PSAs. That's what we all still know and love and make memes of, which focuses on a variety of topics.
Oh my God.
And it also featured a ton of celebrities. And like these are just some highlights from like the 90s, the early 90s, mid 90s, and late 90s.
The 90s?
Just the 90s in general, the entire decade. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Everybody knows it happened on his head.
It happened. He was assassinated on his head. Oh my God. So funny. So Betty White did a PSA about the importance of literacy. Sean Hayes did a PSA about the dangers of starting to smoke. Like
versus finishing it.
Yeah, don't start smoking, okay?
Yeah.
Robert Stack, who is, I think, he's like the Unsolved Mysteries guy.
Oh.
He did one. This one is like so wild. It's just like hard-boiled detective like vibe, and he's like talking about the dangers of drinking and driving. And he says, quote, "Your drinking and driving could kill your kids. Now, wouldn't that just kill you?"
Oh no. Oh, that's like the perfect example of when they try to be so clever, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah, this is when they were trying. They were always trying to like make these little catchphrases, and it was just like they didn't have the like good R&D for it. Like they just didn't have the right people. Like not a lot of creativity going into it. Just like a bunch of people in suits who are like getting together for meetings about everything, but not really finding any good creative solutions. So, you know.
This reminds me of the one, did you see the one about the suicide bomber in the Middle East?
No.
Oh, it's like an anti-suicide bomber. It's like, don't be a suicide bomber. But like which is like, I don't know. Whatever.
But was it for Americans?
No. Oh. It was done in like the Middle East. I can't remember the country, but it was done by them for them.
I see.
Like, don't do this. Because it's like, it would be like here where it's like people are joining QAnon or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
oh, dude, we need a fucking PSA for that shit.
Anti-QAnon. So just over there, they're like, hey, don't get sucked into this. It just doesn't end well, you know? Mm-hmm. And so...
Understatement.
And so they show this whole campaign. I think a kid like blows himself up. It like zooms in on the empty shoe, like on top of a car or something. And then the tagline was, "Don't blow it."
Woof.
Which is like, I feel like you tried to be too clever and it wasn't appropriate.
You blew it. Sorry.
No, you truly blew it. Yeah, it was bad. It was, yeah.
Like, you don't need to get clever if you're, like, talking about subject matter that is
dark.
That dark, yeah.
I agree. It's like just, you can be way more simple. You could just say, hey, don't do this. Yeah, and that's fine. I think people are already disturbed by the video itself and like how serious it is. But just so you know, all countries around
there's always somebody there's always somebody in pleated khakis in a meeting that could have been an email. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. So there's also one from Tony Danza, which is like, it's Who's the Boss era Tony Danza.
Yeah.
He's like sitting in a chair backwards, like straddling it, like, I'm not a regular dad, I'm a cool dad, but like also talking to dads. And he's like, his PSA is talking about being a good parent by turning the radio off in the car and talking to your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you be a good parent, according to Tony Danza. And then Jerry Orbach. Every time I think of Jerry Orbach, I think of she's got Jerry Orbach's eyes.
Because of the subway.
Because he donated his eyes.
And it was in every subway car I ever rode in New York City. Speaking of PSAs, it's like donate your organs. That's what that was. It was a PSA. Fuck,
for donating
dude.
your organs. Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Well, that was like a posthumous PSA for Jerry Orbach, but while he was still alive, he did one about domestic violence because he was like in Law and Order, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it was, very Jerry Orbachian. And then Jane Curtin does a really cute one about parenting, like reading to your kids, and like it's very, very funny and wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are like that's kind of just like all the background, all the history of PSAs in the United States, and I learned a lot. And then subsequently, I started watching tons and tons of PSAs, like not just American PSAs, but like European PSAs are fucking wild.
Because they could be so violent and
oh my God.
And or like sexual, like if it's about sex or whatever, it's like, oh God. Are
we gonna see some dick?
Titties? Yeah. Is this that game Pete's playing?
Yeah, it's wild. So
yeah.
We're just gonna talk a little bit about like some of the ones that we've watched. Some of the things that piqued our interest as we were like watching a million PSAs for this episode. So the PSA that kind of kicked off this entire idea for doing an episode on PSAs came from my friend Dan, our friend Dan, who he grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and he was telling me about this 90s PSA, which is directed towards kids, about the dark side, I guess, of eating too much junk food. And it is a wild PSA. It's basically a bunch of kids. It's like, you think it's like a Totino's pizza roll commercial, basically.
Yeah, or like Sunny D or something.
Sunny
where it's like,
D,
yeah. Oh, I can't wait, man. And then like all the kids are like, yeah. And they're like,
what do you got to eat in here? Yeah. It's just basically a bunch of kids over at their cool friend's house.
Yeah, their rich friend's house with all the brand name snacks.
Yeah, he has all the dank snacks, and all the kids are getting turnt by eating a shit ton of this fictional junk food called gopher cakes.
Oh my God.
So this PSA is like centers around this like fictional junk food called gopher cakes.
Yeah.
And they look good as hell.
Yeah.
Like I want to eat some motherfucking gopher cakes.
They're fucking ding dongs or something. Like they're just like there's something we've all eaten that we love that we would totally eat if they were in front of us.
Yeah. So like these kids just eat a shit ton. I mean, there's just like an obscene amount of them.
Yeah.
Like it's like an entire cupboard is full of these gopher cakes, and they're just like going ham on these fucking gopher cakes. They're eating the shit out of them, and they all eat too many, and they can't move, and they're just lay around with stomach aches, basically.
They're like Augustus glooping the fuck out of these gopher cakes, and they're like putting them in a blender with like chocolate syrup and whipped cream and like blending them up and drinking them. Like they're shoving like 3 in their mouth at a time. And there's just like piles of them everywhere. And then they're all just like sweaty and like
sick.
Yeah, just like fucked up.
Dude, like, first of all, kids are not idiots, okay? Like, they will overindulge, but, like, slowly. They're not gonna, like, go at it, like, with the gusto of a fucking, you know, crackhead. I don't know.
Yeah, well, also, I was like, okay, so a kid does this like once or twice. Yeah, kids don't really do this a lot, and they would feel sick after and probably wouldn't do it again because kids like learn from tummy aches and stuff.
Yeah, they're not idiots.
Yeah, they're not adults.
Exactly.
They don't eat until they're uncomfortable like I do.
Mm-hmm. And their tummies are smaller.
So they can't even eat that much. I loved this so much, though, and I read an article, like, I was just trying to find, like, the worst, best PSAs, and I found all these cracked.com articles, which is, like, a comedy site that I don't think is really popular anymore. And
I love Cracked. They do a really good job, like, with, like, listicle stuff like that.
Yeah, it was, like, a listicle. Yeah. I didn't see like when it was published, but they talked about gopher cakes, and they were like, I don't want to say this because of the age of these children, but there's something like uncomfortably sexual about like the looks on all their faces when they're eating the gopher cake.
Yeah, it's like the director of this like PSA was like really like he was giving some like very interesting direction to these children.
Cause you're like, and then and then they're just like afterwards they're like, ooh, like just like blissful, but then they're all like falling asleep. I don't know. It was weird, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's just like very like this PSA gives me some like Cheddar Goblin like kind of vibes.
What's a Cheddar Goblin?
It's from Mandy, that movie Mandy with Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
it's like,
I never watched that.
It's like a fake, like it's like a fucking like, you know, like Kraft macaroni and cheese, but like a Cheddar Goblin. I don't know. It's like it's weird. But it's like giving me like
a fake brand of macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, it's a fake. That's what it's like giving me this vibe, like where it's like over the top, like kind of weird and like I don't know. There's something creepy about it. And unsettling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Okay, this is what I'm thinking of. Speaking of Jack Nicholson as the Joker earlier. Remember the fake commercials in the first Batman with Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
And it's the Joker's like cosmetics and hair dye lines, and they're all kind of like zombies, and then they have like the fucked up smile thing.
Yeah, totally.
It's reminding me of that, where it's just like absurdly creepy. It's like so absurd in the creepy way, not the funny way. It just like it was angled wrong, you know?
Yeah, it's dark. It's really dark. And it's directed towards kids, which is like the thing that's really creepy about it. So Gopher Cakes is what got this whole thing kicked off. If you remember this PSA, if you saw this when you were a child, let us know for sure.
Oh my God.
I want to know your thoughts and feelings on it.
Yeah. I think obviously meth were on it. What was like a big campaign that I think South Dakota did a couple years ago that was pretty interesting and got a lot of attention. But that's the point.
Everybody was like, "Excuse me?"
Yeah, say what? But I think that's one of those you blew it type taglines where it works both ways.
Yeah.
It works both ways, and one way isn't the way you want to promote. It's the other way.
Somebody thought they were being real cute with that double entendre, and it's like this is not like, what we not the right thing to be making these kind of jokes about.
Yeah. Okay, but the one that really stood out to me of all the ones I watched. Oh, and P.S. I went down a rabbit hole of like very terrifying PSAs, and I sent it to Erin.
Oh my God!
After I watched it, where like.
I felt really upset after.
I was so upset. They were like very violent. There was like a workplace injury one, I think from another country, where it like showed someone's like head and arm
smashed.
Oh my God. And then the kids one where the guy loses control of his car. He's not even drunk driving. It's just he's driving too fast.
Okay, you guys. first of all, what the fuck is going on in Ireland? I need to know why this was ever made. It is like a beautifully produced.
Slow down.
Yeah, that's all you got to say. But okay, this PSA that you're talking about right in this moment was one of the most horrifying things I've ever watched.
Oh my God.
I've seen like a lot of shit, and this was insane. So the PSA is basically like two separate things, like
storylines. We're like cutting back and forth. Yeah.
Cutting back and forth, like kids out of school going on a nature like field trip. And then a man getting in his car, just driving around, running errands, whatever.
Yeah, not drunk, middle of the day,
just
listening to
music,
the radio,
bopping around, just minding his business. Mm-hmm. And he goes around a curve, loses control, rolls his fucking car over a wall, over like a retaining wall. The children that are on the nature walk are sitting on this grassy area below the retaining wall, and the car flips, lands on the children, and it shows the kids getting crushed by a fucking car.
The kids get taken out. Everyone gets taken out by this car. It just scrapes them all off into oblivion, and then
shows them. It shows the kids getting smushed, but there's like no blood or anything.
Yeah.
But it's just like, what the fuck?
I know it's like
not ready for that.
You think it's gonna cut to black and be like, you could have prevented this. Slow down. Yeah. No, the car continues. It rolls one more time than you think and just scrapes off all the people, most of which are kids. And then this sad little kid's hand just like flops open, and the toy car he was playing with like rolls out, and they're all dead.
And it's like an entire classroom of children have been murdered.
What?
I don't know what accent that was. And it's like, what? Excuse me? Like, I'm like sitting with Jack, and I'm like,
oh my God. I know, I should have
never
warned
letting
you
it go on any. But no, I listen. I watched some really heinous shit, but it was just like, why?
No, why? But I didn't understand either, because I sent that to you, and only when I sent it to you did I see the title of those videos, which was Top 10 Disturbing PSAs, and I was like, oh my God, no wonder it was so traumatic.
Well, then I watched all of them in that compilation that you sent me. And there's some very interesting ones, but like the majority of them are from Europe. And I just think they have different like
tolerance. Well, we're so prudish here about everything. Like the US is just so pearls clutched, like you don't talk about that. And it's like, no, we could talk to kids about adult things in a way that's they understand, and we could talk to adults about adult things because we need to, because this fucking country is dumb as shit.
Yeah, we really need to do a PSA about QAnon.
For sure.
I think we should just make one, yeah.
I know.
Anyway.
Oh my God. Okay, well, there is like a silver lining to PSAs, and that is the fun ones.
Yes.
And my fun one just has the catchiest song. I might just like rip off this video and put the song in, TBD, or I'll just link to the video more likely. And I'll try and sing it to you. This is from 1969, and it is I don't know how to describe this. It feels like a Meet Me in St. Louis type orchestral arrangement. Like
God.
It's like old-timey, but then there's like a okay, you know the guy. You know the band that's like do 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 do.
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
yeah.
It's like also like that.
It's a bop.
I like it. It's such a bop. But the PSA is about VD, venereal disease.
Oh my God.
Okay. It also starts off with just like the most beautiful woman, and I'm just gonna like listen to it and sing it to you while I'm listening.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it on my phone.
Oh, do you want me to? I sent you the link.
I have it in my. Yeah, I have it.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch it on my phone.
Okay. It goes like. It goes. Okay, hang on. It's like. It sounds like, okay, this is the other thing. It sounds like you're on the sidewalk at a French cafe,
Oh, I love it. Oh my God.
It's like the accordion, right? Yeah, so you could hear it a little bit. Do you just want to play the beginning of it from your phone?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold on.
we'll just play a little snippet of it now.
Okay.
But it's like VD.
Oh my God.
Isn't that insane? And it just keeps
Wow.
going. VD is for everybody.
Oh my God.
And then
it's just like normal people throughout the day, like the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, like
but
a pregnant lady, a guy with a violin, like it's
But then it's like a young girl with braces putting on like tinted
Lipstick.
lip gloss.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then there's a baby at some point. And it's just funny because it's like
I mean, it's not, there's no lies detected in that shit.
Okay, no, but it's not VD is for everybody. It's like anybody could get VD. I think the message is, again, someone in khaki pants fucking holding in a fart.
That's why you get the khaki pants with pleats. They hold in the farts.
I don't know. Everybody, if you're wearing khaki pants.
Pleats are for everybody. Please.
Okay, but if you're wearing khaki pants, you're holding in a fart, come at me on that one. I will die on this hill. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Everyone wearing khaki pants is holding in a fart, and no one can ever tell me otherwise.
I mean, at some point, that is a true statement.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Literally everyone.
Literally.
Yeah, it was such a fun one, and any PSA with a song is great because it's like this one especially is like an earworm, and it's so easy to follow, and it has such it has such like a it's like a share thing almost.
Yeah, it's great.
But Venereal disease for everyone. They told me VD.
VD. Oh my God. Oh God.
Yeah. Anywho, that was it. I don't know.
Through my course of watching a million PSAs today, one that really stuck out to me was this. It's from, I think, the early 80s, like maybe 1981 or something. It could be from any time, really, but it is a Spider-Man cartoon PSA.
Oh my God.
Where Spider-Man defeats this like mutated massive fly or something that's terrorizing the city.
Yeah.
And he wraps it up in a web and like throws it on a garbage barge or something. And the mayor is like a garbage. A garbage.
A garbage?
A garbage. And the mayor of the city is like, "Great job, Spider-Man. Here's your reward, the key to the city and $400. And then Spider-Man goes, "No, thanks, Mayor. I'd rather have an orange." It's just so dumb. I'm like, what?
An orange?
An orange. This motherfucker gave up $400 for a motherfucking orange.
Oh my God.
It's so funny. It's just like, it's so like, it's such a shoehorned like
message
message of being like, eat healthy, kids. And it's like, it's so fucking dumb.
Oh my God.
Died. It was literally like one of those G.I. Joe like dubbed over
Jabooby.
Yeah, like Last one, there's a penis pump. You know, kind of like that. Like those G.I. Joe PSAs. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If you know, then you know. But it was but it's a real PSA and it's very funny. Just Google Spider-Man Orange PSA. It's great.
And then I just watched it, and the mayor like hands it, and then everyone in the crowd goes, "Yay!" And then Spider-Man like takes off.
He's like, "I got an orange."
Yeah. Okay, that's my favorite thing about 80s and 90s. Well, okay, maybe they still are like this, but I don't watch kid commercials anymore. But the enthusiasm of commercials for kids in the 80s and 90s is so fun. Like Sunny D and stuff. It's just like, hey, what do you got? Oh, I got some Sunny D. And then like all the kids are like, yeah.
It's like no one in this day and age is getting excited about anything. Okay.
No. And I wish they would, because I feel like people would just be happier. It's like, yeah, take joy in the little things, you know? Like fucking Fruit Loops Pop-Tarts. Yeah, I ate them. They were good.
Ooh, bitch.
Okay, speaking of Spider-Man, did you see that Alfred Molina's Doc Ock is going to come back for this next one?
Alfred Molina himself?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, I was just going to say, why is he dead? But I don't think he is.
In real life?
Yeah.
No, he's alive.
Okay,
IRL.
yeah. He's alive.
But
no,
it's okay. I also saw something about how they're going to have all the Spider-Mans come back like a Spider-Verse situation.
We don't need that.
I don't want Tobey Maguire anywhere near Tom Holland, okay? Get that fucking dick bag out of here. Don't ever even stand next to my angel baby Tom Holland. I love him.
I don't have as strong of an opinion, but I liked the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. I thought it was really good with Doc Ock. Or was that the second one? I can't remember. And also, I know Willem Dafoe was in the first one. But yeah, Tobey Maguire, once he did that like weird emo Spider-Man, I think everyone was like, oh, Spider-Man's a scene kid now? I don't know. Like, it's just like, you lost the plot on this.
Nothing. Listen, Tom Holland could do no wrong. He is the perfect Spider-Man. All you need to do is watch his lip sync battle where he does Rihanna, and you'll love him for the rest of your life.
Oh, is it better or not as good as Joseph Gordon-Levitt doing?
It's better.
No.
It's better.
There's no way.
No, it's better. I am a
JGL doing the Rhythm Nation choreography?
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
I would ruin my life for JGL, okay?
Yeah.
He's one of my original all-time loves, like Third Rock from the Sun, Stan.
Yeah, Ponytail JGL.
Ponytail JGL. Tom Holland fucking... He's a dancer. He's Billy Elliot. So.
Oh, yeah! Oh, my God! Duh! Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it.
I watch it. I watch this, specifically this Tom Holland, Rihanna lip sync battle.
Yeah.
Once a month. Just to clear my skin and heal my split ends. This is my beauty secret.
Ooh.
It's part of my skincare routine.
I love it. I can't wait.
Anyway, that's a PSA for you all.
Yeah. Take care of your skins.
Take care of your skin. Drink water.
Yeah.
Take your meds. You know, do all the
things.
Watch Tom Holland as Rihanna on lip sync battle. That's
do
all
your
I have
mental
to say.
health.
Yeah, do your mental health. Check in with yourself. Do a breast exam. You know. Yeah.
Mine's like kind of itchy, but like inside today. But I think it's because I'm getting my period. But I know that an itchy nipple is bad.
It's your skin stretching.
It's my skin. Yeah, it's like on
the
inside.
Also, it's very dry.
I can't keep my lips moisturized.
I have a product for you.
All right.
Several. I
Tell
will
me.
Send them to you.
Just send me a list of everything you're using.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
All right. All right, guys. That's it.
Follow us on social media at DTFU Podcast, all the places. We've been putting some fun stuff there.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. Go to our website, like I said at the beginning of this episode, dtfupodcast.com. What else? Go buy some merch.
Oh, yeah, buy some merch also on our website. Also, we would love for you to rate and review and subscribe. Or if that's not your thing, share with a friend. That would be great.
Yeah. There's definitely an episode for every body out there. So share away. And God, I don't know. Anything else?
Well, I just want to say we'll see you next week for our 200th episode.
You guys.
If you thought we were drunk last week.
This is nothing.
Just you wait.
Just you wait. We're going to be doing our Center Class poems. So we will be reading some of you, our dear listeners, hilarious Center Class poems and stories and whatnot. It's going to be festive as fuck, so I hope you join us next week. Thank you so much for listening, and listen here. Be excellent to yourselves.
And each other.
Bye.